So now we know how to use test case data for a single test method. If we have a set of test case data that we want to reuse through multiple tests, we can modify our test to do this. So let's take a look at this in Visual Studio. So here we have this class sharing test data tests, and at the minute it's just using the test case attribute that we just saw. And we can run these tests, and they all pass. But what if we had multiple tests that we wanted to use the same set of test case data for? So we could copy and paste the set of test case data to each test, but this is creating some code duplication and maintenance problems. Instead, we can create a new class that we can use to provide test data to test methods. So let's go and do this here. So I'm just going to create this class in this same file. I'm going to call this class example test case source, and we're actually going to implement the IEnumerable interface. So when we implement IEnumerable, we have to implement its getEnumerator method. So here in this method, we can provide some test case data. So here we're just returning 3 sets of test case data, and we're returning the same values, -5, -10, 15, etc., as we're providing in our test case attributes here. So now we have a class that will provide an enumeration of test data. We need to specify our test method here to actually use it. To do this, we can remove these test case attributes and replace them with NUnit's test case source attribute. The test case source attribute allows us to tell the test runner to read in test case data from an alternative place. When we do this, we need to tell the test runner which class to pull in test data from. So here we use type of and specify our example test case source class that we've just created from here. If we build this, we can see our tests look the same. And if we run our selected tests, they all still pass. And we can go and create some different test data here. So let's create a 4th test case here, and let's just say we're going to use 0, 0, and so we expect the result to still be 0. If we build this, we can see our 4th test case show up here, 0, 0, 0, and we can run all of our 4 test cases now, and they all still pass.